The new range from Apple's got everybody talking.
Yeah, the tech giant has just hosted its annual Worldwide Developers Conference.
Good morning. Welcome to WWDC.
Otherwise known as Nerd Christmas, it's a time of great excitement for tech heads around the world. And this year's event didn't disappoint, with Apple unveiling one of its boldest and riskiest gambles since the trillion-dollar company forced a U2 album on everyone.
It was pretty rough. I'm still getting over it.
The Vision Pro, perfect for the person who wants to look like they're skiing even when they're not. It's actually a cutting-edge AR and VR headset.
So can you explain the difference?
Yeah, the AR stands for augmented reality, letting the wearer overlay digital images and information on whatever they're looking at in real life. So if you find reality kinda shitty, you can pimp it up a little bit.
This world, it's a video game.
If, on the other hand, you think reality flat out sucks, which is a fair assessment, VR or virtual reality is the one for you. Put on the headset and all of a sudden you're snorkeling in the Maldives or walking around the Louvre.
This isn't real.
What is real?
Better than trudging around the dog swamp Aldi, am I right?
It's got the Apple CEO pretty excited.
Yeah, Tim Cook was waxing lyrical about the possibilities of the Vision Pro. He spruiked content deals with Disney and all the apps we'll be able to access when the product drops in the US next year. But you better start saving your pennies, because looking this stupid doesn't come cheap.
Apple Vision Pro starts at $34.99. It will be available.
These bad boys will cost $3,499 US, which is an insanely expensive way to watch Disney Plus.
Oh boy.
Of course, that hefty price tag is nothing to the demographic who are most likely to buy the thing. Dudes who want to use it for gaming and porn.
Come, get on to us!
Forget all the kumbaya shit from Apple about this tech improving lives. The only thing it's improving is jerkin' the gherkin.
Hang on!
A mammoth study of 3,000 people in the US and the UK found 71% of blokes admitted to purchasing a VR headset to watch VR porn. And the other 29% lied.
Hey, why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Jokes aside, VR and AR does have the potential to be a game changer. It opens up a world of experiences to people living with disabilities. Its educational value is also immense, whether in the classroom or in the workplace. In fact, it's already being used to train FIFO workers right here in WA on what to expect when they get up on site. So maybe in the future, we'll all be walking around wearing something like the Vision Pro.
Forget the goggles, you need a snorkel in Perth at the moment.
It's been pissing down in Perth this week. We set a record on Sunday night, copping 71.2 mil of rain in 24 hours. Good enough for the wettest June day in 27 years. Homes were flooded, car parks turned into lakes, and some of WA Day's festivities were called off. So let's call it what it was, a rain bomb.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, for some reason, the term seems to have gone out of fashion, because last year you couldn't go a week without a rain bomb falling somewhere. If you've always wondered what actually constitutes a rain bomb, let's see what the Weather Zone website has to say on the subject. Technically, there's no such thing as a rain bomb in the field of meteorology.
Bit of a letdown.
Yeah. Apparently, the technical term for a sudden deluge is a wet microburst, which sounds like a description of what happens to the human digestive system after you've tucked into the buffet of a one-star hotel in Bali.
Gross.
Not only is the term rain bomb much more exciting, it also provides a bit of cover for blokes who maybe aren't pulling their weight around the house. Look, Dales, I know I didn't get around to cleaning the gutters like you asked, but we're talking about a rain bomb here, so you know, a rain bomb. This week's downpour is reminiscent of the wild winter of 2021, in which Perth had the wettest July since George W. Bush was in the White House.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Houses all across the metro area were damaged, and it was a nightmare to get repairs done due to a chronic shortage of roof plumbers. Back then, that shortage was because so many workers were involved in the recovery effort after Cyclone Seroja and the Wooroloo bushfire. 2 years on, and I can't confidently say things are any better when it comes to finding a tradie.
Better get cracking on those gutters then.
You're not wrong. Mind you, homeowners have got bigger problems right now. The RBA increased the official cash rate on Tuesday by 25 basis points to 4.1%, the highest since April 2012. Reserve Bank Governor Philip Lowe blamed inflation, which was higher than expected in April. But what he's really worried about is what's going to happen when 2.75 million Aussies get a pay rise of 5.75% to award rates on July 1. And then there's 184,000 workers on the national minimum wage who'll get a record 8.6% pay bump. Lowe is predicting our YOLO spending habits are only going to get worse. And let's be honest, he's probably f***ing right. But even if he's not, he's going to play the party pooper anyway and take all that new money out of the hip pockets of people who can least afford it before they get a chance to spend it.
God, it's a sad reality.
If only there was a way to escape it. I'm Ben O'Shea.
For more update, click the subscribe button below.